Hey, we're at the Open Door with Julie LaFontaine. How is everybody doing today?
Hey everyone, Joey, it's really good to have you here.
I just got a tour and I am blown away. The cleanliness here, the organization here, the quality of the produce and the food that I saw is probably nicer than any grocery store in town. There was no blemishes on anything.
Well, you know, we work really hard to make that true, and you know who helps us do that? It's the community. I told you when we were going on our tour that this is the building that Love built, and the community thinks it's important, so it happened.
It happened in a big way, because there is, I'm very jealous of that, the big cooker in there.
That's right, our tilt skillet, which would be a great lobster boiler.
Would be a great lobster boiler. I mean, the versatility that, so the kitchen, Anthony Catarano, if you're watching this, if you come, don't come here, because I thought that you had the nicest kitchen in town. This is probably the nicest kitchen in town, and I'm not joking.
Well, you're Anthony. You are officially invited, but thank you very much for the compliment.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, and you know, so much of this is reliant on donations from the community, and every year, you know, grants seem to come this way, rightfully so, because there is a big need. Every community, but you know, our community in particular, the numbers are staggering. How many people get fed on a daily, weekly, monthly basis? Do you want to go over some of those numbers?
Sure, Joey, you bring up a really good point. So we're here, we have this really great facility with a lot of capacity, and just in time. We're seeing double-digit increases in percentage points over last year. It looks like early numbers are in, and we have distributed 2.2 million pounds plus last year in calendar year 2024. The need is up, but we're here. And thank goodness that we're able to be here with the support of the community. I
have a lot of very, very close friends that come in here regularly. Brandon Pratt, we have Donna Rogers that comes in here regularly, you know, to help out.
Right,
And there are volunteer opportunities available, right?
Right, absolutely. So our mission is really powered by volunteers and people coming in to just lend a couple hours to help pack groceries, pack meals, work over at Second Glance, also part of the Open Door. There's just a way to come in and lend your muscle, so to speak, and really help get a big job done.
Everybody that does it once seems to like coming back. They they leave with a really good feeling, and that's the testament, right? That's the testament.
Yeah.
You do it once, you don't really know what to expect, but then you keep coming back.
Right.
So that's, I mean, there's no better testament than that, right?
Right. Yes, the proof is in the pudding, they say, right?
The proof is in the pudding. I bet you they got great pudding here. This right here, this is an example of one of the meals that is, so why don't you explain right here, and there's all kinds of information on the label. What are we looking at right here, Julie?
Yeah, so right here you're looking at one of the community meals that has been prepared and packed up from the kitchen. The kitchen, Joey, is providing over 3,000 meals a week, and that's through our pantries, it's through the delivery program. We have a contract with Pathways for Children and do all their lunches. We work with senior care down at the Rose Baker Senior Center and provide lunches there. But this is an example of what a meal might look like when you come. And so it's roasted chicken with rice and beans and zucchini. It's got the made on date, the use by date. There's a little QR code so you can let us know if it was you liked it or didn't like it.
I can tell you, when you pull this out of the fridge there, and I looked at it, I'm like, that looks pretty good. That looks delicious.
Not bad, not bad.
Healthy, and it looks very tasty.
Right, yes, and you know, we have some really great talent in the kitchen. We have 3 different chefs who are working, and they're really bringing some good taste to the table.
So can you bring like groups to volunteer?
Absolutely.
So could we have like a Good Morning Gloucester Day?
You could have a Good Morning Gloucester Day.
And we all come in?
You could all come in, and we would put you on different tasks throughout the building. You might be picking and packing orders, you might be sealing up the meals, doing different things. But yeah, we could have a Good Morning Gloucester Day.
It's not a crazy commitment, like 3 hours? How many
2 hours, just 2 hours, yeah.
2 hours. Who doesn't have 2 hours? Let's
go. That's right. Yeah, let's do it.
So we have to get a date in the books. After this, I'll talk to the team. And we'll get a date in the books, and maybe we'll make a regular thing of it. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that sounds good. We have some other ways that you can get involved, though. This weekend, we're having our annual Day of Service food drive, sponsored by the Democratic City Committee up at Market Basket from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So if you're up doing your shopping, grab a couple extra cans of tuna because it's a catch a ton of tuna food drive.
Oh, okay.
We're really focused in on that tuna and canned meats.
Okay.
And that's a staple for so many people who come here to the pantry.
When we went through what is that section called where you can
Oh,
pick
the little
things?
corner market?
Yeah, the corner market.
Yeah.
It's canned goods there.
Yes, there are canned goods and extra things in addition to what's in our online inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also, the online part. From home, people can, register online and come at a certain time.
Right.
Pick up their needs.
Right.
And very organized.
Right.
Very efficient.
So you can place your order online. If you don't have a computer or you don't know how to use one, you can call the call center and they'll help you place an order. The pantry is open. We open up, our first appointments are at 8:30 in the morning, all the way until 5 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, until 6 o'clock on Thursday and Friday. But if you work and you're unable to get here during those hours, we've installed these brand new refrigerated food lockers. And so it works just like if you have an order to pick up at Home Goods or Home Depot. And you have a little code and you can go in, you can open up your locker and get your groceries at a time that works for you. So if you can't get here during the hours that we're open, the refrigerated food locker is available. It's a little bit smaller order because the lockers they can't hold gigantic orders, but it's a way to make sure that you're getting food.
What hours are you open?
So we are open on Monday through Friday. From 8:30 in the morning until 5 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and until 6 o'clock on Thursday and Friday.
Okay. And I saw the dining room. Explain what happens in the dining room.
Yeah, so pre-pandemic, we had community meals and people would come in. We were serving probably between 50 and 60 people a night, and different groups from the community would come in and make the meal. When we reopened just about a year ago, we reopened the dining room after the pandemic, but also after construction. We couldn't serve people during construction in-house. That's where these meals came from, because we were able to actually serve more people doing it this way. But when we reopened the dining room, we serve meals Monday through Friday at 4:30 to 5, and people can come in. They can have a really good meal and some companionship. But we noticed the numbers weren't quite as high as they were pre-pandemic. And so we started looking into the numbers, and we realized that as we've evolved, we're serving people in all the ways that people get their food. Some nights you order out. Some nights you get, pick up food and take it home. Some nights you go out to dinner. Some nights you cook in your own kitchen. And so we're offering all those options with dignity and choice here at the Open Door.
I mean, the place is immaculate. It is spotless. It is clean. It's welcoming. A lot of friendly faces. Every person, walking through the halls here, I think we've encountered about 15 different people. Everybody's in a good mood.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
May it always be that way,
Starts
right?
at the top.
There you go. Yes,
Starts at the
we're
top.
having a good time, Joey. We have a good time. Now, we've known each other a long time, and you are such a great way of getting, the face of Gloucester out into the community, and so thank you so much
Thank you.
for your visit here. We're glad to have you help get the word out. Invite anyone you want in for a tour.
We got to get that date. The Good Morning Gloucester.
That's right.
The crew.
Yes, we are. The crew will be in here, right?
I want to make sure Brandon Pratt's here. My guy, Brandon
Yes.
Pratt. Anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah, the need is up. Cost of living is high, and if there are cuts to government programs, we're preparing for what that might look like as well. Okay. And so what we do know is this is not something we can do alone, but we can do it if we all work together. So you can volunteer, you can donate at foodpantry.org, and Brandon Pratt is actually on our board of directors.
Right.
So
Just like Iconopoulos too.
he is on one of our committees.
He's one of the committees, right?
Yeah,
Marketing committee, maybe?
yeah. He is, and let me tell you what, I think he's the one who brought in the new Granny Square Afghan look. I've been seeing it everywhere since he walked the thrifted runway last fall. So we're going to credit him with that trend, right?
God bless him, yeah. Love those guys.
Yeah, so there are lots of ways to get involved, lots of ways to help support the community, but also have a good time. So Yeah.
So if you didn't listen to anything we just said, foodpantry.org will probably fill in all the blanks that you may have missed and have a donate button right there if you wanted to donate. This is the time of year. I just this week we got the press release from the city that they have the warming centers. I don't think that that's another huge need for a lot of people. I couldn't imagine being a homeless person that didn't have a warm bed on these January and February cold
and
nights.
it's been so cold. So the Open Door is on that list of warming centers. So you can come in, sit in the dining room, have a cup of coffee, and just come in from the cold. If you don't stay out there, you can come in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Foodpantry.org. Thank you so much, Julie.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.